let's close off then our focus on World Mental Health Day. We often don't hear of the bridge between depression and the digital era. We've got a book apparently that's been written about this. The author of the book is Aviwe Melane, and the book itself is called Mind Game. Aviwe joins us now via our video link for, I suppose, a conversation around how we can continue to raise awareness around navigating the digital world if one is in fact dealing with depression. Aviwe, thanks for your time. Welcome to the SABC. It's an interesting intersection to find oneself in. I wonder what kind of inspired the reason to put the book together.
Hello, Ayanda. Well, the book was inspired by social media, in fact, because when I saw social media, people made fun of depression, and as someone who is dealing with depression myself, I did not like what I was seeing, and I put it in a book.
I suppose then what this book also comes with are ways in which people ought to respond to something like depression on spaces like social media.
Yes, and I'm not sure if you were aware of the trend. It started with the trend where people made fun of a mom and a son, or a mom and a daughter who went to therapy together. So now the mother at home makes fun of the child, goes to the room and peeps and says, should I send you to the store, or are you going to cry depression? And it became a trend, and people were laughing at it, and there is someone who's on the verge of giving up. And I said, okay, let me do something about it. And coupled up with my journey of being in a mental institution, I put everything in a book, and I used social media or the digital age where everyone is connected and people think that they can say anything because they are hiding behind the screen.
Yeah, I'm very aware of that trend that you speak about, Aviwe. It manifests as a skit where people embody, the role of a mother with a child who, is suffering from these issues. And, I suppose it raises all kinds of interesting questions. And I don't know where you stand on this, but in some instances, the advice has been for people to stay away from social media if they find themselves trying to navigate through the choppy waters of something like mental health. Is that something you would back, at least intermittently?
Definitely. I take a time out from the digital world when I feel like I have sensory overload. And it's not something that people think about. Because let me ask you, Ayana, what is the first thing that you do when you wake up? You are on your phone snoozing your alarm, but you end up scrolling through social media, and sometimes you see that your peers are making it more than you, or you see people with their vacations and their picture perfect bodies. And with Gen Z especially, they are born into the internet era or the digital space. For them, the Instagram perfect body or the Instagram life is everything. But this book shows people that not everything you see on the internet is good. I have a 10-year-old who used to say to me and my late husband that if we don't tell her something, she's like, I'm going to ask Google. And we're like, Google does not know everything. Not everything that you see on the internet is the truth.
Absolutely. And in some instances, we need human-to-human interactions in order sometimes to reach out to who we really are. Aviwe Melane, thanks very much indeed for speaking to us. It's such an important issue, this, and I hope it too makes it to social media, especially for those who need it. Aviwe is the author of a book called Mind Game, helping people navigate depression in the digital age.